Hi Aquarius, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. All right, you guys, so this is going to be your you versus them. It's going to be a timeless reading. Whenever you see it is whenever it is going to be meant for you. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you are returning, I am so glad to have you. Thank you guys all so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate you guys so much. So for those of you that are new, every single month I do a giveaway where a winner will win a free 15-minute reading. If you would like to participate in more giveaways, feel free to follow me on Instagram in the description box below, where I do a weekly giveaway every single week, as well as I do a free 15 question. I don't even know what I'm calling it. Every time I make a video, I call it something different, but it's pretty much a pop-up reading where I answer 15 free questions for you guys. I do a live reading and I do the general energy of whoever's in the room as we allow the room to grow, and whenever the chat grows to a decent size, then you guys start shooting out your questions and I answer them until I've answered 15. So that is something that I do there as well every week. So there's many chances for you guys to have free readings, as I know not everybody is able to afford readings all the time. So let's see. All right, so this is going to be you, okay, you guys, and then the next one is going to be your person. Personal readings is in the description box below. All right, shuffle both of them. Any of you who are interested in following my personal account, the link will be in the description box below. I am going to be doing my YouTube channel next, so that will be me showing you guys how I start my YouTube channel, using the tips that I learned throughout starting this YouTube channel. I will also be sharing the process of me launching my second business over there. So for those of you who are interested in starting a YouTube channel, for those of you that are interested in starting a business, you guys will be able to learn from, my mistakes, learn the tips and tricks that I know, as I will be teaching you guys those things and kind of showing you just my process and what works best for me. So that will be down there in the description box below. And for those of you that are already on there, every single month on the 15th, I will be doing a separate giveaway over there. They will all be related to personal growth, finances, and career. So I will be doing a 30-minute live one-on-one with me, and you can have one of three things. So you can either do a finance and career reading. We could do one where we look at your blockages, and then we look at how to remove your blockages so that you can get from where you are now to where it is you see yourself getting to, or who it is that you see yourself becoming. And then the third option is if you have a business idea and you don't know how to get it from your head to paper, or from the paper to physical. So we can do the whole experience or one or the other, so you can have your ideas finally come into fruition, or start seeing what it is that you need to do to get your ideas into a concrete plan, into concrete action. All right, you guys, so let's get into your reading now. All right. Also, you guys, those of you that are single, I will be doing a singles read next week, so don't worry about that. Yeah. The Fool. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. It could be an Aries here. The Fool energy. All right. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith here. Somebody's ready to risk it all here. Let's see. Show me. Sorry. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say Capricorn, but then I started to say Cancer. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn or a Cancer. Show me the energy of Aquarius. The Princess of Pentacles. This actually came out in Capricorn, so if you are dealing with one, you may want to see the. Oh wow. Some of you messed around and got somebody here messed around. Somebody messed around and got pregnant here. Look at this. The Fool with the Princess of Pentacles. This Princess of Pentacles is pregnant. I didn't notice that until the Capricorn reading. And like with the Fool energy, that's like pretty much just being like unprotected. Be careful if you are not trying to conceive here, you guys. But this is something with the Fool. The Fool is always guided, right? The Fool can be quite let's see, what would we call the Fool? The Fool could be a risk taker. The Fool can kind of just go after, he has so much faith, he, she, whatever, has so much faith in themselves that they just jump. They just jump. Whenever they have an idea, they just jump, and they know that they will catch themselves. They know that it will follow through because they have so much passion behind it. And, you know, that doesn't work all the time, but there's a dog here, which is about protecting. It's about loyalty, right? So some of you here, you have somebody, somebody could be afraid to tell you that they are pregnant. If that's the case, if you are a cross watcher or you are the one, know that your person is very loyal towards you, and that with this Fool energy, I'm kind of getting this says, so this is something that was destined to happen. This is something that was part of your plan. And even though it's not part of the plan you have for yourself, it's part of a bigger plan. And everything's going to work out perfectly. Princess of Pentacles. Well, yeah, some of you guys are finding out that you may be finding that out soon here. So with the Princess of Pentacles on your side here, I do feel like you're wanting to take your connection to the next level here. I do feel like you are very happy within this connection. And if this is something new, it's like you guys are both on the same page where you're both wanting to start, you're both wanting to jump in. Whereas I think you're being a little bit more logical. Your person may be using a little bit more of their emotions when it comes to making these decisions, making this decision. Or you may be dealing with somebody who's actually quite impulsive, and you may be actually the one who's kind of more grounded based on, you know, the person that you're dealing with. Now I'm hearing Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini too. But I do feel like I'm like feeling quite giddy. I was feeling very calm in Capricorn's reading. I'm feeling quite giddy with your reading. So I kind of feel like two little, this is somebody who brings out your inner child. This is somebody who you could just be your complete self with, because you're never going to feel judged by this person. You're never going to feel like this person is judging you. You know, you may be very attracted to this person even, and you don't have to put up a front with this person because you just feel comfortable. You know, this is somebody that just feels like home. You vibe with this person the way that you could vibe with your best friend, the way that you could vibe with your cousin. You know what I mean? It's the way that you could even vibe with a sibling here. There's love, but there's also a bond of friendship within one another here. This is definitely this unconditional love. I feel like this is, you know, I'm kind of hearing two souls unite. So this could definitely be a past life situation for some of you here. Two souls unite, right? Like you guys instantly connected when you first met. It just kind of went very smooth. Everything just kind of fit. It's like two perfect pieces to the puzzle. Everything just you guys, this is not even funny. So now I'm hearing that intimately with you and this person, it could be like the perfect fit. Like the perfect fit, right? Sometimes it's too big, sometimes it's too small. This person just fits perfectly, or you fit perfectly with this person, is kind of what I'm getting here. It could even just be, you know, the sensation is just more magnificent than you've ever felt before. All right, let's see. I think your person, okay. Some of you, this pregnancy, if that's the case, is definitely going to be throwing, oof. Okay, so this just took a turn. So for some of you, this pregnancy is definitely going to stress out your person here, because it's like, look at this, the Fool with the Nine of Swords. Somebody took a risk here. Somebody did something quite risky, and now they're like, why did I? It was something in the moment. So maybe it wasn't pregnancy, but there was something that happened here. There was some sort of leap of faith. You know, I'm actually seeing this Fool as more of like, I'm seeing the Fool, the devil came out on your side, guys. But I'm really seeing the Fool looking up close at it. I'm actually seeing the Magician and the devil inside the eye of the Fool. So you may be dealing with somebody who is not as... See, the thing is, I think you're dealing with somebody who's very honest and very pure, but I think that either they're very young, or this could be somebody who is... Well, the Fool is Aries energy, right? So, you know, the Aries is the first house, which means that they have... It takes them a lot longer to develop and to grow as somebody who, let's say, would have 7th house, 8th house, you know what I mean? Because each house is an experience. So if you're born in your 7th house, then you've already had all the 6th house experiences. You know what I mean? So with that energy, I kind of feel like some of you, this person just hasn't had much life experience, or maybe they've just been a very lucky person where things just kind of always went right for them. So they, you know, they kind of got into that mode of taking risks because they just figured that, like, oh, it never happened before, I'll be fine, it won't happen to me. Or that thing, or that even that person, you know, that one thing where you think like, oh, it's never going to happen to me, but then it does happen to you, right? Or that person that's always like, oh, that's not going to happen, that's not going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not sure what it is for all of you guys. It's definitely going to be different, but somebody here is panicking based on something. If you feel like your person's in a third party situation, they are. Some of you might have known that you were in a third party situation here. You asked your person and they said no. They said that they didn't. You know that something was off about when they were, where they were. For some of you, this was last night, is what I'm hearing. But you know that there was something off. Maybe they weren't answering their phone for like a certain amount of hours. They didn't come home, whatever the case is. You know that something is off here, and your person said no, nothing happened. And they, honestly, when they said no, they thought that nothing had actually happened. And then a couple hours later, it's like they must have blacked out, because a couple hours later, it's all coming crashing back down on them, and they're realizing. Or some of you, that's you just throwing a knife at this person for cheating on you. Oh my God. The things that I'm seeing, this is so crazy. There's definitely a lot of you guys here, because this is a lot of different energies that I'm sensing here. But on your side now, we have the Devil card here. So for some of you, you're just torturing this person because you feel very tied to this person, and you may even have a child with this person, so you want to see it through, you want to make it work. If you're trying to do that just for the child, realize that children can sense unhappiness, children can sense an unhappy parent, and your child would much rather, and they will, trust me, they will benefit more from growing up in 2 separate happy households than one household that the parents aren't happy, because that's going to rub off on the children. So don't just stay with somebody for your children, because it's actually the worst thing that you can do for them. You're not seeing it now, but you will see it. You will see it. At the end of the day, your children just want you to be happy. So with this Devil energy, you feel tied to this person, you feel chained to this person, even though for some of you they've hurt you, even though for some of you this person is just not, it's either that they've hurt you or that they're just not mature when it comes to, like, this person has the emotional maturity of a grape. Like they just don't have any maturity when it comes to their emotions, or they don't know how to handle their emotions, or they don't know how to express their emotions. This person could also have this energy of like being very self-sabotaging of connections here. Somebody might have, you know, panicked at a pregnancy and gone out and done something really stupid. The pregnancy might have made somebody feel like they were like, I get like choky when I'm wearing a turtleneck. So it could have made somebody feel like they were wearing a turtleneck. It could have made somebody feel like they were suffocating, like they were being tied down. And after that happened, it's like this person went out and they did the thing that could make them feel the most free, which was acting like they were single, right? Because when you're single, you have no ties. You were tied to nobody. So this person could have done the stupidest thing that they could have thought of, the most opposite thing of what they should have done to make themselves feel free, right? Like, why do we have bachelor parties right before we're gonna get married? You know what I mean? Like that, I just realized, like, why do we have, you know, a party of single, I guess, yeah, to celebrate it, but like, if you're excited to get married, why would you want to celebrate your years of being single, or your last years of being single? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Never mind. That is just me going into my zone. But pretty much I'm sensing like this person did that, but instead of actually having a bachelor party, it was like something that they weren't supposed to be doing, and it was not a bachelor party. So yeah, there is this energy where some of you guys are definitely feeling tied to somebody that you have a child with, or tied to somebody because of the fact that you have a child with this person. Some of you, a child was created for the pure purposes of trapping somebody here. I don't know who you guys are, but you guys, the thing is you guys are very, like, I am a Scorpio, and I am always drawn to you guys. Like, I love me some Aquarius, but we are just so different, because Scorpios are like, you guys probably think that we're just annoying and possessive and whatever the case may be, because you guys are just so free spirited, and that's why Scorpios are attracted to you guys, is because you guys are like so free spirited, and we wish that we could be that free spirited, right? But yeah, Aquarius just never really liked me too much, really. Like, I don't really know too many female Aquarius, but the males definitely, like, there was just too much of a difference, like, they do like me for sure. But for it to last, for it to be something long lasting, you know, it just seemed like it would have been a lot of work, a lot more work than it really needed to be here. And that's like kind of what I'm sensing, is like some of you guys might have just been way too free, and you might have been dealing with, like, say a fixed sign maybe, and this person was like, I am not having that, and they were maybe tried to use manipulative ways, manipulative tactics to kind of get you to, you know, stay with them, to get you to stand by them, to make sure that you were, you know, tied to them as much as they felt tied to you. Because some people feel like if they're tied to somebody, like, that person has to be the same amount tied, you know what I mean? So if they're not, then they'll do these little things to make sure that it happens. So some of you guys have to be careful with the person that you're with, especially if you know that this is somebody who's been pushing to take things to the next level and you're not ready for that, because somebody has something up their sleeve, and your person's next card is the Magician and the Chariot. So whatever it is that they're planning, they're going to be doing it soon. Between now and November, this person has something up their sleeve here. So I think you guys are both obsessed with one another, for better or for better, for worse. What is this reading, you guys? Look at this, the Devil card. Underneath that is the Three of Cups. So some of you guys, this person has a secret buried about a third party. But for others of you guys are just both as equally obsessed with one another. But I don't think this is a healthy obsession, to be completely honest. I don't think this obsession is healthy at all. I don't think obsession should ever be, you know, healthy. I don't think it ever is healthy. You know, there's too much of everything. And to be obsessed, that is a point of too much. So there is this energy where you both feel very much tied to one another here. Let's see, at the bottom of your deck, you have the Seven of Cups here. So I kind of feel like there's this energy where you guys are staying together because some of you guys, there's this energy where you're just kind of settling with one another, but you both have this energy where some of you guys are just kind of both itching to just be with somebody else. You might have been with each other for so long. You have children. It just makes sense to be together, but emotionally, you're not there. Emotionally, you're just not there. Emotionally, you're just not with this person anymore. So this is kind of intense. Yeah, we're gonna look at the unspoken words between the two of you guys here, but leave me a comment, because I'm actually very curious to know, you know, what is going on. Like, what is this reading? A lot of the times for the reader, well, I'm not gonna say that because every reader is different, but for me, I have no idea what's even going on in these readings, and I post them and I'm like, this is not going to resonate with anybody. This makes no sense to me. And then you guys are like, yeah, usually whenever that happens, it's the readings that get the most views, and it's the readings that get the most comments, because it actually resonates with so many people. Because for me, I'm an intuitive reader, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I probably look like a fool half the time because I just don't know, and it's like something is just speaking for me, you know what I mean? But then sometimes, like, I'll zone in for like a second, and that's when I'm just like, what is even going on here? It really just depends. This is hard. Yeah. Right? Aquarius and Scorpio, I said sometimes it's just too hard. It's just harder than it needs to be. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Seven of Cups does represent the Scorpio energy. For others of you, I do have Aries here. I do have Capricorn. I do have another Aquarius, and I have double Capricorn energy here. It could be any sign, but I do not feel like you guys would be, you know, too good with the earth signs, because, like, I mean, earth and air are supposed to be good together, but I just feel like it's so opposite. You guys are so freeing, and then earth is just so grounded and stable, and you know what I mean? So when it comes to a relationship, unless you guys want the same things, it just may be very complicated, and it may be where you've been fighting, hoping things are going to change, hoping things are going to get better, but you may be holding on to a picture of what once was, or of what you pictured having but never actually had, and that's not a good thing, right? You have to have or see it coming to fruition with this person. not just hope. Because if somebody's actions aren't matching up, you know, so then we have, I'm rather partial to you. I feel like this person just has this energy. I see I love you at the bottom of the deck. Wait, I've got a crush on you. I think this is one of those things here where you guys really like each other and you want it to work so badly that you're trying to fight for it. But at the end of the day, I think you both know that you want something more. You want somebody with more, or you just want somebody, you just kind of know that this isn't something that you can see yourself being with for the long, someone you can see yourself being with for the long haul, right? Like, can you picture marriage with this person? Can you picture kids with this person? Are they the type of person that you would want to get married to, that you would want to have kids with, right? Or are you just trying to create some sort of fantasy with this person? I feel like there's this energy where if there was somebody better in front of you, you would choose that person, but because you can't see that, you're just sticking with this. You're trying to make this work, but guess what? It's not going to be in front of you. You have to get up and you have to go get it. But you can't do that if you're stuck in this situation. So some of you, you're really being called to kind of just leave this situation and go after what it is that you truly want, what you truly desire, because you're just not going to get it from this person as much as you wish you could. It's just not meant to. It's like two pieces that just do not fit. They just do not fit. And for some of you, it's like you guys, everything was perfect. And then right at the end, that's what happened. Like, those shows or those movies where they're building something, like they're building a couch, or they're building like a bookshelf, okay? And then all of a sudden they need the last screw, and this last screw is missing, or the last screw is the complete wrong screw. So now they have to go all the way back to the store to get that screw. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I hate the word give up, but I'm kind of hearing like you know, this is something that has been going on for way longer than it needs to be for some of you here. But honestly, this is a little bit of a intense, kind of confusing message reading, because I really feel like it wasn't really one plot. It was multiple stories that were really coming towards me. Some of you guys just have so much on your mind and you really just need to speak to somebody to, you know, get it off your chest. So you are being called to really just open up your throat chakra and start speaking, right? Book a reading if you have to. Some people just don't like to, you know, speak personally to friends and to family about relationships, because, you know, sometimes when you say one thing, people will look at your person like that forever. But, you know, you really just have to get things off your chest. Even if you just write a letter, you don't even send it, you know, even if you just say it to yourself, right? Just like me speaking in front of the camera right now, you might even make a video. But that is what I have for you guys. If you want more clarity on your situation, feel free to book a personal reading in the description box below, and we can get to the bottom of this and, you know, figure out what your next steps are or whatever it may be. You know, you may want a reading related to something other than this reading, but yeah, the information is down there for those of you guys that do need it. And for those of you guys that want to enter in the free reading, you can either subscribe here if you do enjoy this content, or on my Instagram, and then follow me on my personal Instagram for those of you who are interested in watching me start my second business, as well as my second YouTube channel. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I will see you guys next week. I don't know if I told you guys, but I am going through the process of moving throughout this month. So the readings are going to come out, but they're not going to be on schedule till next month. I do have time to do personal readings. I do have time to do the YouTube readings. It's just that my time is not completely scheduled because I have things that kind of come up throughout the day. So it's like, I have the time, but when I'm going to have the time isn't 100%. So each day, whenever I have time, I will do what I need to do. I can't really say that I'm gonna work from like 8 to 4 every single day now, because everything's kind of crazy. So it may be 4 to 8 p.m. or it may be I can work from 6 to 8 p.m. Who knows what's gonna happen throughout each day. So it's kind of like I'm just going with the flow. So just be patient with me throughout this month. I love you guys again. Have a great rest of your day and take care.